My brother-in-law thought I'd choose him. I chose fire instead. Let me start this by saying what most won't dare to admit. I was the villain, but even villains bleed. For a long time, I was Matthew's everything, his college sweetheart, his anchor, the woman he once saw forever in. We didn't just build a house together. We built a home. The kind of place where Sunday mornings meant shared coffee and soft laughter. He was gentle, intelligent in a quiet way that made the world feel safer. Just being near him slowed my breathing. Matthew, or maybe I should say was Matthew. I'm not sure what to call him now. And then there was his brother, Aiden. Aiden was the kind of man who didn't just walk into a room, he claimed it. All heat and golden charm, like the human embodiment of a match held to gasoline. Everyone adored him, even the ones he burned. Especially the ones he burned. And yes, I was one of them. Let me take you back. I met Matthew in university after clawing my way out of a house that only knew how to bruise and break. I won't unpack that now. That trauma belongs to another chapter. But I will say this, love, to me, always felt like something you earned, not something freely given. And then came Matthew. He didn't make me beg for air. He offered it like a gift. We were that annoyingly sweet couple people rolled their eyes at. We made it nearly a decade. 5 of those years married. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Why ruin something like that? Aiden was always around. Too much. Always dropping by, smirking like he knew some secret I didn't. Always draping himself across Matthew like he was still 12 years old and craving attention. He had a way of making you feel like you owed him something just for being near him. He was the golden boy, the favorite. Their parents spoiled him, cars, rent money, even bail when he spiraled out. Meanwhile, Matthew quietly ground himself into an ulcer trying to keep us steady in those early, broke years. I hated Aiden. Truly. I hated how he'd lean in at family dinners and whisper things only I could hear. If you ever get tired of the Boy Scout, you know where to find me. Or, you ever wonder what it's like to be really wanted? Disgusting, right? But here's the thing about rot. It doesn't hit all at once. It seeps in slow. Sweet at first. Like honey laced with poison. The affair lasted 3 months. It wasn't supposed to happen. The first time I was drunk. The second time I wasn't. Aiden knew every button to push. He told me what Matthew wouldn't. That I was beautiful. That I wasn't just some polished trophy or a broken thing Matthew was always trying to fix. He made me feel seen, wanted, until the moment he didn't. Because Aiden never wanted me. He wanted what Matthew had. He wanted to be Matthew. And sleeping with me? That was just another way to steal a piece of him. The night Matthew found out, it was biblical. He came home early from a trip. I was asleep. Aiden was in the kitchen, shirtless, like he belonged there, frying eggs. I still hear the sound of the skillet crashing to the floor when Matthew tackled him. I still hear his voice raw and cracking as he screamed. Why him, Karen? Of all people, why him? I had no answer. I begged. I cried. I collapsed into the kind of sobbing that belongs in a Shakespearean tragedy. Matthew didn't scream again. He didn't hit me. He didn't even raise his voice. He just packed a duffel, grabbed his laptop, his toothbrush, and the cat. Yes, he took the damn cat. Good for him. It's been 8 months. And here's where it gets poetic. Or maybe cruel. Matthew's parents, Aiden's worshippers, the ones who once called him their golden miracle, cut him off. Completely. No more bailouts. No more rent money. They stripped him from their will. All $2 million of inheritance? It's Matthew's now. Aiden, in classic form, cried to their mom. Said I seduced him. Said Matthew hadn't loved me in years. But his mother, she finally saw him for what he was. She called him a parasite. Said he wasn't fit to carry their family name. Now, Matthew's thriving. Promotion after promotion. He lives alone in a beautiful house. We haven't spoken. I tried. Letters. Emails. Once, I stood outside his office holding flowers like some pathetic character in a rom-com. He walked past me. Didn't even blink. Aiden came crawling back last month. Drunk. Tear-streaked. Knocked at 2 a.m., swaying in my doorway. We were meant to be, Karen. You know that. You never deserved him. He tried to kiss me. I slapped him so hard his head snapped back. He hasn't been back since. But here's the thing. I'm not asking for forgiveness. Not from Matthew. Not from you. And definitely not from Aiden. I set fire to the house I helped build. And it burned beautifully, right up until the moment I saw what was left, ashes. Now I sit in them. Every single day. So no, Aiden doesn't get to rewrite this as some twisted love story. And Matthew? He got away. He won. And I live haunted by echoes of laughter, of memories, of a life that could have been. A ghost story I tell myself every morning when I wake up alone. But at least I don't lie to myself anymore. That's something. Oh, and one last thing. I found out Matthew's seeing someone. A nurse. Younger. She smiles like she's never been hurt. He deserves her. He deserves everything. Let him keep the cat. I was never the warm one anyway.